Hello. Um, this is a little bit different from your Age of Empires content, but here is my series on my old school RuneScape hardcore Ironman. Um, I do a lot of things non-efficiently in RuneScape, but I'll be starting off at Tempoross. Here's my current stats. I didn't really start recording until I got about 30 levels into doing my Tempoross grind. But yeah, here we go. So, just to introduce you, if you're not used to old school RuneScape, Tempoross is a minigame boss for fishing, leveling your fishing skill. Um, Basically, what you're gonna do is you're gonna start on this ferry, and you wait there until the game starts, basically. So, your main objectives are to catch fish and then load them into these little turret things. So, as you can see by these blue squares, thanks to RuneLight's wonderful plugins, shows you exactly where to start fishing. In your inventory, you're going to want water buckets, a harpoon, a rope, and a hammer. The hammer is not necessary, neither is the harpoon, but you can use a dragon harpoon or anything like that. So, as you can see, they switch spots, so it is a pretty active minigame, so you gotta be paying attention most of the time. But, as you can see, there's the green square now, and when you fish at that spot, you have a chance to actually catch two fish at once, speeding up the process a little bit. So, you always want to use those as soon as you see them, so you can try and catch twice as many. Now, the first event that happens is this like typhoon comes crashing in, and you gotta tether yourself to the pole there or the pole on the boat where the turrets are. And as you saw there, it can get damaged, so you want to use your hammer to repair it so then you can tether yourself again, because it'll happen quite a few times through a run. And if you use the hammer, then you get construction XP. And here's another event. These clouds come storming in. They crash fire down, and with the water buckets, you can throw them on to like douse them out, so you can freely run through again. Um, it's not necessary because usually your teammates do it as well, but they give you additional points. As you can see, another typhoon colossal wave is coming in right now, so you want to tether yourself again. There's one on the boat, like I said. But, um, yeah, so once you are done catching all your fish, I cook them for extra points, and you load them in these cannons to shoot them. Now, there's two on each ship, and a lot of the times you gotta load both sides up. But as you saw right there, that was the third event. He shoots this. Tempora shoots this shockwave through, stunning the turret, preventing it from being able to shoot for like 10 seconds or something like that. It's pretty short, but still necessary. But the top left is the energy of Temporis, so you want to lower that to 0 to then be able to damage him. The middle is Temporis's health. And the bottom, the storm intensity, is basically if you're going to lose the game or not. So if that reaches 100, which sadly happens more than I'd like to admit, uh, you lose. So basically, with the two turrets on each ship, you want to have both of them fire, and usually one person's inventory of cooked fish should be enough to be able to beat it. So once his energy gets to 0, you're gonna go to this little dock thing, and you're gonna basically fish where he is, and that damages him. So I know I said you gotta pay attention, but it's pretty AFK some of the time, especially now because it's like 30, 40 seconds of just damaging him. So yeah, your run energy actually gets restored when you damage him, which is pretty nice. So you never have to worry about running out of that. Granted, you don't run much in this mini game, but so you don't have to worry at all. But as you can see, his energy was going up the whole time, so we didn't defeat him. So we gotta basically do it all over again. So um, I like to just start cooking here if you have a decent amount of fish, because then you don't have to worry about catching the single or the one harpoon chance fish spot. So kind of like saving a little time. I know I said I wasn't efficient about 4 minutes ago, but this helps me be a little more efficient and learn the Ironman life there. But like I said, these colossal waves come in quite a few times throughout a run, so constantly tethering yourself and all that. And if you were not to tether yourself, or you were to run through those fires that I was telling you about, um, you lose a percentage of the fish in your inventory, and you also lose one other item, either a bucket, the rope, or the hammer. Um, yeah, so you want to avoid that and tether yourself as much as possible. Granted, right there on the boat, there's a lot of free resources to get it back if you were to lose it, like the bucket or the rope or the hammer. I don't think you lose the harpoon, especially if you're wielding a dragon harpoon. So, but they do have those on the boat as well, just in case that were to happen. Um, Generally, the second round of him goes a little bit quicker because you already have fish loaded up in the turret to shoot at from the start, versus when you begin the boss, there's none in there. So it went down again. Um, yeah, so then you wait for it to spawn. There's a little, I don't even know what you call it, but his little weak zone, weak point, I guess, to damage him. But yeah, so you get, once you defeat him, based on how many points you get permits, and that's your reward for loot, or whatever you would like to call it. But once you defeat him, you go back to the boat. Um, if you would like to claim your rewards, you can go down to this little area over here. You could talk to the little guy sitting down and get a net, and you fish the rewards out. But yeah, that's just an example of a Tempoross run, and I'll be doing quite a few to reach my goal. Now, what is my goal? Well, I did start at Tempoross as soon as I was able to, which was level 35 fish, and I obviously didn't start recording until I was 68. But once you reach level 81, you get the best rewards, you can call it. There's a little, um, it's the loot scales off your fishing level, and 81 gives you kind of the best fish, and that counts as food. And I'm a hardcore, so I only have one life. So I want the highest healing food from this minigame. I won't be claiming any of my permits until then, but here's gonna be some clips of me on the way to doing that. So let's do this. To start things off, let's go ahead and get us level 20 construction, which is a good start. And like I said, we get cooking as well, so we might as well get us level 49 cooking. I know what you guys are thinking. And yes, it is a funny number. So let's all get our laughs in now while we can. And we might as well get us another construction level, one step closer to maxing it out at level 99. There's a nice little King Black Dragon pet. You don't really see those too often anymore. The kind of the OG pet, the OG boss in RuneScape if you played a while. These construction levels are flying in pretty quick at a pretty low level, which is, always a good thing. This is what I want. I love pets in RuneScape, and I would love to get the Tempoross pet on this account. I have it on my main, but that's my main goal here.
Bottom line, not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen. No, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
We have to flex the cabbage cape as well, during this whole grind. Didn't get the angler outfit, so. And of course, no cooking levels, no fishing levels, but, construction levels are always welcome on this account. I'm just kidding though, I say we aren't going to get any fishing levels, but this is a fishing minigame after all. So we might as well get us that level 70 fishing while damaging Tempoross. Oh, and let's not get too far into it, but here's my starting bank. Not really a whole lot. I trained my levels to what I want to do on free to play until I got the levels I wanted to start doing my mini games and bosses that are soon to come. I got these new old headphones from my dad. I say new old because he wasn't using them, so I asked to take them, and it literally is like I'm an old airplane pilot. Like there's a clip and everything that can go on my shirt to keep the wires out of the way. It's pretty cool. Here's the farming pet, the Tangleroot pet. Probably my favorite skillin' pet in the game, but never got it. And with this, we'll be getting level 50 cooking. We'll be getting some fish from our rewards that we'll be able to cook, so that'll increase it eventually. Now, if you're asking yourself, did I intentionally go out of my way to go get myself a nice little cheesy construction level? Then yes, you would be correct there. Here's the Nightmare and Kitty pet, and Vorkath making an appearance as well, so yeah. It's going to be our goal at this boss to see every pet in the game. Here's a Kraken pet. Kinda nice. And here's our next fishing level, level 71. Now, you're probably asking many questions. Once again, why don't you claim some of your permits to help you along the way? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Blah, 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 blah. Because guess what? Like I said, I'm not efficient. I've done this on 3 other accounts. On my main when it first came out, I grinded 2,000 permits before claiming any of them. I did it on my group Ironman from 35 to 81, and I did it on my original hardcore Ironman 35 to 81. But I don't have access to those 2 accounts anymore. I don't know what happened to them. I don't know what I did with the login. So, if I could do it on 3 other accounts, I can definitely do it on a 4th. So, go ahead and put it in the comments that I'm being an idiot here.
I'm an idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
I'm not talking to you anymore. In fact, I'm going to whisper so that by the time my voice reverberates off the walls and gets back to me, I won't be able to hear it.
being non-efficient, you're not playing the Iron Man life correctly. Meh, 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 meh. Well, you know what I have to say to that? Up yours. And we'll start off by checking out the fishing pet, the heron fishing pet, I should say. I do like it, and I do want it. And with this, we'll get ourselves another construction level. Level 25, that is. We'll get ourselves a little 2-for-1 right here. The beaver pet, woodcutting, and the phoenix pet, the wintertide fire making pet. 2 more down, many to go. Here's one you don't see too often, the huntlift pet, corrupted gauntlet. We are many moons away from, and a pretty simple pet, kind of blends in here, the giant mole. At least he doesn't have it the disgusting pink race color. And with this, no fishing level, no cooking level, but construction, 26. Whoop-de-doo. We got this. The first Desert Treasure 2 boss pet, Succulus, I believe is how it's pronounced. Very ugly. And one of the newer pets, the Royal Titan pet. You can have it as an ice giant or a fire giant. I like the ice better. Finally, here we go. Another wonderful fishing level. One step closer to 81. And, not long after, we got ourselves another little construction level. These fly by way too quick right now. The Guardians of the Rift pet, the room crafting minigame, and one of the 3 Dagonoth King pets, Supreme, my favorite. It's been a while, but we're finally getting another cooking level. That'll be level 51 for us. And with this repair, we get ourselves another construction level. Every day I've been here, I've seen this guy just splashing this seagull. I mean, it's a good way to train your magic AFK, but, I don't really understand it. These pets are mocking me. I know it. And I will get you. I swear of it. But the good news of almost gonna get it, we get ourselves another fishing level. But we can't get ourselves a fishing level without getting us 29 construction. It's a crime that there was nothing else I could clip from 29 construction to 30. Ugh. And after those 2 construction levels, we are officially halfway experience-wise to 81 fishing. I think we deserve a dousing fire montage after all these levels we just gained. Alright, that's enough of that. Like I said, we're officially halfway experience points wise. We are at 207 KC, about 950-ish permits. Probably won't double that by the time this grind is over, but let's just get right back into it. There's still a lot of grinding to get done. off by getting 33 construction after that nice little montage we had going on. I didn't get it in time, but we got ourselves 53 cooking. My apologies. Thankfully, we didn't get another construction level after cooking, but we do get ourselves a nice little fishing level. That'll be level 76. And the next Desert Treasure 2 boss pet, the Leviathan pet. It's very spooky looking. Let's go ahead and get ourselves our next construction level. I realized I didn't capture 32, but you can only go up. They still mock me. Every single game I'm here. Go ahead and insert that meme where so-called free thinkers, when they see the green fishing spot spawn during Tempoross, everyone goes there. And yet, here I am again, running all the way up just to get another cheesy little construction level. That is level 35. And 77 fishing right after it, actually. This little spider pet, his name is a Raxor. I hate bugs, so it's very creepy. And the Master Clue pet, the Bloodhound pet. I love bloodhounds. Let's go ahead and get us another cooking level. That'll be level 54. I don't know if they count standing outside, but the third Desert Treasure 2 boss, Vardovis. Pretty cool. And this is the Muspa pet. Pretty cool. The outline of it definitely makes it look cool. And yet again, we're gonna get ourselves another construction level. Level 36. And we're gonna get ourselves another fishing level. Once that guy's done being stunned, that will be level 78. The Zulra pet, a pretty freaky looking snake kind of thing. We might as well just keep getting ourselves these construction levels while we can. It will only help us in the long run. And we just hit 300 KC with 1445 permits. Not sure if we'll hit 400 KC, but we'll see when we get there. The Commander Ziliana pet, my favorite God Wars dungeon pet. And the first Raids pet, Cox Omelet. Can only get it when you get a purple, so I wonder if it was a bullet when he got it. I'd say it's been a little while since we had our last montage. So let's go ahead and get a super duper badass montage going now. Yeah, sorry about that. Tempo isn't exactly the most exciting boss there is, but let's go ahead and get past this nonsense and let's get right back into grinding. We're almost there. Their God Wars dungeon pet, General Grador, probably my least favorite. And we have the Slayer Hydra pet. You can change his form, and he has him with 3 heads. Here's the next skillin' pet, Rocky Thievin, my first ever skillin' pet. And here we are, about to get ourselves another fishing level when we're able to hit Tempoross. That will be fishing level 79. 2 more levels to go. Here's the Chinchampa hunting pet. There's about 3 different kinds of hunting pets, and hopefully we'll see them all. Let's go ahead and get ourselves another cooking level. That will be cooking level 55. And we couldn't go too long without getting ourselves a construction level, but here is construction level 38. Let's see what we get. Here's the Scotizo pet. I really like the purple and the gray and the demon aspect of it. And the first wilderness pet we're actually seeing is Callisto, the bear. And here's a mouthful for us. There's 3 pets in this clip. I have no idea how to pronounce the Huayracoltl. We have the Grotesque Guardian as well there. And up by the cooking thing, we have the Raids 3 pet. I kind of forget the name of that, but it's pretty cool too. So, lots of pets this run. Not sure the name of this pet either, but this is another hunting pet. It's this parrot looking bird. And again, when we're able to hurt Tempoross, we will get ourselves another fishing level. Level 80. One more level to go. Let's go ahead and get ourselves our last cooking level, level 56. And our favorite level, let's go ahead and get ourselves level 40 construction. I'm sure we'll get at least one more before we're done with the grind. And the last hunter pet, herbivore, it's a little cute boar with spikes. And the newest boss, Yama, the pet is pretty badass looking if I say so. And here we finally are, getting our last fishing level. Level 81. Man. But I really don't like the KC we're ended on, 371, so I'm gonna do 4 more KC ended on a nice, even number. So I'll see you soon. Well, guys, we finally made it. We finished off this grind, and I'm thrilled to finally be able to open these permits. So let's just go into our bank real quick, deposit our items so we free up space and we don't get overcrowded. Like I said, we claim the net from this little guy standing there to search them. So our Tempoross KC, we ended at 371, but I like to get the even, well, 5 or 0 for KC, so I did 4 more KC just to make it look a little bit prettier. Yeah, so we are going to check our total permits as well, which is 1,818, which is quite a lot to just save up. A lot of people just do it after 50 or 100. But there's 2 options you can choose from. The big search does 5 at a time, and the normal search does 1 at a time. But I didn't spend 2.5 days doing this boss to do the big search and get it over with real quick. So I'm just gonna do the normal search. So that being said, let's get our popcorn, get ready. I'll speak to important drops, and let's get this thing started. As you can see, our first new collection log is Spirit Flakes. Those are pretty common, so that's nice. And the casket can give jewelry or some rune armor, so we can high elk it. But ourselves some soak pages. Those are used to put into the tome of water, which we may get from this, and that just is an enhancer for your water spell. So and we just got ourselves the tackle box. That is a little tool where we can store all our fishing supplies. So all the rods, harpoons, the fishing bait, feathers, all that. So it's a good way to free up some bank space. I just realized that I didn't explain the spirit flakes too well, so basically when they're in your inventory you have a chance to catch an extra fish for 50% of the XP, so it speeds up the fishing process a little bit, so they're useful. And we just got ourselves the fish barrel along some more soak pages. The fish barrel basically allows you to hold extra fish in, or more, you store more fish in there, up to 28 while fishing, so it's a good way to make it more AFK. And as you see, we got 25 extra soak pages, so that means we rolled another one of these two, the tackle box or the fish barrel. It just gives you 25 soak pages instead, so that's a bit unfortunate right now, but we still got plenty of permits to claim. Alright, that's pretty big. We got ourselves a tome of water, so that's gonna be nice to use when we are gonna be using water spells. So let's just hope we get some more soak pages to store in them. We just hit 1,500 rewards left, so I'll probably make an announcement at 1,000 and then 500 and then 100 left or something like that. Just got another dupe of the tackle box or fish barrel. We'll take the soak pages, but let's try and get the pet or the dragon harpoon first before getting more dupes, please. And another dupe. Why is it doing this to me? Please, Tempo. suction like the big harpoon fish. I believe the only use for it is stuffing it, and then you can like mount it on your wall in your player-owned house. So once we're able to do that, we'll definitely be mounting that bad boy. And now we are officially on to our last 1,000 permits. I'm starting to get worried about not getting Tiny Tempo slightly, but we still got plenty of time, so let's hope for the best. I heard if you look in the mirror and say Tiny Tempo 3 times, you will get the pet. So I'm gonna go do that real quick, so I'll see you guys in like 5 seconds. I'm not even kidding. That is actually hilarious. We did it! Yes! Exactly what we came here for. We got Tiny Tempo. Oh, this is perfect. Ah, that's crazy, because I didn't even go to the mirror and say it. But we still have 830 permits to go. So, let's just keep going. Has it that if you say Dragon Harpoon 3 times in the mirror, you'll get the Dragon Harpoon. So I will be right back in 5 seconds and go say it. Should I say the Tiny Tempo tactic worked for the Dragon Harpoon? Oh well. now under 500 permits left. We could still get the Dragon Harpoon. It's 1 out of 8k. The Tempo was 1 out of 8k, so there's a chance still. Just keep claiming these permits. Left. Still doing good. I mean, the supplies are great. We got Tempo, Tome of Water. The fish barrel will be great when we're going to be catching Quan bombs. You know, we're doing all right. But let's just keep it going. Finally at our last 100 permits. We're just gonna knock them out as we have been. Just, you know, hope for supplies, and still a slight chance we could get the Dragon Harpoon, but we'll see. Last 10. Hopefully one more soap page is dropped, but we got 324, and actually we get a Tome of Water, so look at that. How interesting. Could have been that Dragon Harpoon, but you know what? It is what it is. That was a pretty successful permit. So, let's go ahead and talk to him. See what he says. This is cool. Lots of puns. We love puns here. So, yeah, we did pretty good. I'm very excited, very happy that we got Tiny Tempo. You know, that's... A lot of people say pets are, you know, they're cool to have, but they offer no real benefit, and a lot of people would flame me for wanting this over the Dragon Harpoon, but we can get that at Worms later once we get our Slayer level up, but let's go ahead and see how much everything's worth. So, cooking our bass first, and our swordfish. then I think shark before sea turtles. 1.7 million sharks. But the sea turtles, they're not as expensive. Oh no, they're just expensive, but the manta rays are pretty expensive. 3.3 mil worth of manta rays. That's crazy. We got some seaweed that we'll be able to turn into molten glass eventually for crafting. Some planks and nails for construction XP. That'll be nice. Feathers, always useful, especially when it comes to fletching. Some pages, 2 tons of water. So we got about 9.7 mil worth of loot before opening our casket. So yeah, let's go ahead and just put all our soap pages in there. I guess we'll just keep one of our tomes just because we can. Let's go and put it in our mage section. The food, yeah. I mean, we won't have to catch anything for a very long time. You know, let's go ahead and put everything that we need into our tackle box. I believe this all goes in there. I'm not really 100% sure. I think we can do fill. Oh yeah. So that saves us 8 inventory spaces. So take that any day. Put this in our loot. Actually, you probably. Oh no, because I can click fill. I was gonna say you might be able to put the fish grill in, but you can't. With our tools. I don't know where I'm gonna be keeping the construction stuff, so we'll put it there. Well, that's crafting, so we'll put that there. But yeah. So let's go ahead and open these caskets and see if we get anything good. It's kind of might be a waste because I can't really do clue scrolls yet, and you can get them, but we're gonna open them anyways. And just like that, we already got ourselves a clue scroll. Might be able to do the easies, probably not, but we'll just open the rest. Not too shabby. There's everything that we got. Some room gear, which is nice. Once I get 55 magic high alkid and 40 defense, I can wear it. Some jewelry that we'll be able to enchant in the future. These are games necklaces. That's not very good. That one teleports you to Fossil Island, I know. Emerald necklace. Which one is that? These are very I don't even know. Anyways, got pretty lucky. 3 uncut dragon stones. Can't do anything with those just yet, but yeah. So I should have valued all the loot there, but it's okay. But yeah, we got quite a few clue scrolls. I'm gonna try and attempt to do some of them, but it's unlikely that I'll be able to do the mediums or the hards, so I'm probably just gonna let them fall, stay on the ground. But yeah, that was all our loot from our temple grind. So yeah, it was very successful, if I do say so. You know, I was just doing my clue steps and I had to walk around, but I've never noticed, why is there a random tree in the middle of this potato farm? The farmer obviously doesn't care, but it's just strange to me. Well, I was only able to get 1 clue scroll, chest, whatever you call it. So, we might as well just open it here. Anything good? Oh. That's kind of nice. Blue skirt G. A steel pickaxe, so we'll take that. We just gotta get our mine level to 5. But yeah, oh, that's not too bad. Nice little fashion scape. I think what bonuses does it provide? Oh, literally nothing. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'm not 100% sure on what grind I will be doing next. Like I said, I want to do either Wintertide or Guardians of the Rift. Might hit up a couple quests here and there, but we'll see. And I'll see you guys on the next video for that. So, once again, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one.